Hi, I'm Chris Street. I'm the Chief Pharmacist for the Trust. Well, it's really important to get the flu vaccine every year because around 8 to 10,000 people die of flu each year, and around a third of those are actually healthy people, so it's not just the old and the people with risk factors that die from flu. And as health professionals or people working in hospitals in any role, we come into contact with lots of people, different people on a day-to-day basis. And the flu vaccine is a really good way to stop spreading the flu around all of these different people. And that's really important because up to 75% of people that have infection with the flu virus will have no symptoms at all. So in this environment we could be spreading the virus around our colleagues, our patients, and taking it home to our family without actually knowing it. So a good time to get vaccinated is in the autumn. That means you can be protected because it can take up to 2 weeks for the vaccine to stimulate your immune system to have those antibodies ready. So have it in the autumn, and then you're ready for the main part of the flu season, which is a little bit later on in the winter. And that means from as early as possible you can be protecting your friends, your patients and your colleagues from spreading the flu virus. In general, most people can have the vaccine. If you're immunocompromised, you can have it. If you're pregnant, we would absolutely advise you to have it. If you've got any allergies to the vaccine itself, or you've got egg allergy, then you should probably to come and talk to us first. There are options for people with egg allergy, so we would get you a different vaccine. But if you're allergic to flu vaccine, then definitely don't have it. But come and talk to us if you've got any concerns about whether you should or shouldn't have it. It's a common misconception that you can get flu from the vaccine itself. The flu vaccine we use in adults is an inactivated vaccine, so the virus itself is killed and then broken up into bits. So it's only the bits that your immune system needs to produce antibodies that's then in the vaccine. So although some people do get some minor symptoms of achy muscles and a little bit of a temperature for a day or two after the vaccine, that's not flu itself. And generally there's only about 1 in 4 people get those symptoms. If you get worse symptoms than that, it's probably a different virus, so it won't protect against cold viruses, or you might have got the flu in that 2-week period while it's actually just starting to work, because it does take a couple of weeks to really have a good effect. So the effectiveness of the flu vaccine is a hot topic, and it does vary year to year, but on average it's around 60% effective. And whilst that might not sound a lot, 60% is a lot better than 0% if you don't actually have the vaccine at all. And that 60% is really important to help stop the spread of flu around the population. Even if you do get flu and you've had the vaccine, the chances are that your illness will be much reduced compared to if you didn't have it. So the benefits of having the flu vaccine is that we can help stop the spread of the vaccine around vulnerable people, around our patients. We are likely to come into contact with the virus because we're in a hospital with lots of different people coming in every day, so we're much more likely as hospital workers to come into contact with the virus, which means we can then help to stop taking it back home to our families. We can stop spreading it to our colleagues as well. Standard infection control procedures are absolutely essential all the time, every day, as we would always suggest. The thing about the flu virus is it is an airborne virus, so somebody can be walking past you and sneeze and still spread it. So it is airborne, and those small tiny little particles can stay in the air for hours after somebody has been around. So it's really important still to have the vaccine. And even if you're healthy, you have a great diet, your immune system can be absolutely top notch, it can still affect you, you can still get ill, and even if you don't get ill, you could be one of those people that have the flu virus in them and spread it around without actually getting any symptoms, which is really important. So you can still be spreading it without realising it. So it's really important to get the vaccine to help stop that spread.